there's always a caveat. Like any good father, there's always a caveat to getting something good and getting something bad. And it's all based on how you serve that father. So the Lord already said if we serve and obey him, we will live in prosperity. That's why we destroyed. There was one time when we knew the white man was our enemy. They called it segregation in history. In history, they called it segregation. In real life, that was the first time black people had love for black people. If you just think about that time, and I can't stop talking about it, because that's the only good time I know of black people in America, when we knew the white man was the devil that the Bible speaks of. So now, in knowing that, what did? We built our own schools. We built our own cities. We had airstrips before there was ever a popular airstrip like Airlines or United Health or anything like that. We had our own. And then it took some uppity rich Negroes to say, no, it's not enough for just black to be with black. We got to fit in with the white man. And in submitting and for going with the so-called white man, we don't have no education no more. Where's the black city that belongs to black people? You can't even talk about having a black city without them saying, Martin Luther King said we got to all get together. But the white man has his own city, they call it the suburbs. And you'll notice the difference. In North, sometimes when I drive through North, you can see the bottles, the cracked glass, the gates on the windows, and then the further you go up to from North, and you start getting into the white cities like Maplewood, you don't see the cracked glass. You know what you see? You see trees. You see good area. You see a good life because they take care of having their own city. The day we take them out of this city is the day we come up. It's just that simple. Keep going.
They shall perish by the sword.
They shall what?
Perish by the sword.
That's why we have the stories that we have. We perish by the sword because we don't serve the God we supposed to serve. You go in there, where the white boy at? Where the white boy at? I bought it. Right. Y'all see this white boy? Y'all see this white boy right here? This is the reason why you can't stop loving white people. Because when you close your eyes and say, now I lay me down to sleep, this is the devil you see. So now, once you give your spirit to this, and then we telling y'all the white man is the devil, you can't believe it because this is your God. Where's the real one?
Right here.
Now, y'all take a look at this cat. Now, this cat is your king. This cat is the man we're supposed to follow under the Most High. Now, imagine if we believe this instead of that. We would start giving our love to our people because now we know that our king is black like us. So if our king is black like us, he must love black people too. And if the king loves us, then the God that put him in that position must love black people too. Because why would he put a black king in charge unless he loved black people? Now, once you can understand that, you'll stop loving the so-called white man. You can't do that. You can't do that yet because you still suffer from what we call mental oppression, slavery, Stockholm syndrome. Like the white man has done something to black and Hispanic people that's such a phenomenon. Without this truth, we would never wake up. We would never wake up without this truth. Without somebody opening up this Bible, specifically the I.S.U.P.K. since 1969, we would still think there's a solution with the white man. There ain't no solution with the white. There's a solution with brothers coming together, just like every race has that understanding. The Asians didn't come over here and say we're going to join and fight and build up America. They built up Chinatown everywhere. DC, New York, Philadelphia, there's a Chinatown everywhere. The East Indians in Jersey City, where I'm from, they built their own cities. We the only ones don't have that understanding. Keep reading up.
And they shall die without knowledge.
Shall what?
Die without knowledge.
And that's how we've all died. What knowledge is this talking about? Because somebody might say, well, I know how to do heart surgery. That ain't the knowledge it's talking about. I'm an excellent lawyer. My conviction rate is 95%. That's not the knowledge that it's talking about. It's about the knowledge that will make you live and prevent you from dying. These brothers wouldn't be getting killed the way that they get killed if they serve God, if they repented from their evil acts. And again, how do I know that? Because of these brothers you see. Y'all pan the crowd real fast. Y'all get these brothers. These brothers that done came from all across the country to come and swarm in New York City so that we can show y'all what real brotherhood is. Brotherhood is unwavering. It's staying up all night. It's feeding, it's sacrifice, it's telling them what they did wrong, and then the brother listening to what you tell him, if you want to live. Keep going.
Verse 13. But the hypocrites.
But the what?
The hypocrites.
Now, who are the hypocrites? You have to first start with your black leadership. That Christian church is the biggest hypocrites to exist. Christianity is worse than crack. Now, y'all might say, no, because I seen a crackhead up down the street, and then I see the Christians looking clean going into church. But a crackhead knows what he's doing is wrong. Christians don't even realize what they're doing is wrong. Christians teach you God is all love, because the white man taught them that. Well, if God is all love, why are we on the bottom and the white man on the top? God obviously has to have a favorite. We say it's us, but he has to have a favorite. He can't be all love if we're destroyed. And we're giving all our love to y'all. If we're giving all our love to white people and it's not reciprocating, and then you tell me God is all love, who's the liar? Either God is the liar or the white man is the liar. God is not a liar, but the white man, that is a liar. Every time the white man opened his mouth, just believe the opposite. Just believe it. Ask the Native Indians, when they signed them treaties with the Native Indians, how many treaties did the white man keep? Just somebody tell me. One? Come on, sir. Come on, sir. He ain't keep no treaty. Not one single treaty did the white man keep with the Native Indian. What deal for every president that you black people believe was going to be on your side? How many of them helped y'all? When Joe Biden got in office, before Joe Biden got in office, it was all about black people and all the stuff he going to do for y'all. What has Joe Biden done specifically for black people since he got in office? Nothing. What did Barack Obama do? Y'all famous African hero, because he's not black, he's just African. There's a difference. So now, what did Barack Obama do? Nothing. Bill Clinton smoked weed, played jazz. That's his claim to flame, the blackness. What did he do? And then y'all liked Hillary Clinton when they're the ones that created the three, but they're the ones that did the three-strike rule, right? They're the ones called us predators, right? But y'all love white people. That's why we're in the position we're in. Keep reading.
In heart, heap up wrath.
Say again. Read it from hypocrite.
But the hypocrites, in heart, heap up wrath.
Why does it say in heart, heap up wrath? The heart is talking about your mind. So the things that this Christian church, like when you start with Martin Luther King and you go all the way down to Eddie Long, everything that they've had in their heart heaps up wrath onto you. They don't get the wrath except when they die. But the ramifications of what Martin Luther King did, we damn near can't even get over. Even though Martin Luther King said he felt he was leading us into a burning house, black people didn't even get the message. If I tell you we're going to go in that house, but I think it's burning, are you going to go in that house or are you going to stay outside? Yes, sir.
And at least check for the smoke before your dumb ass go in there. At least say to yourself, is it burning in there or not? Before you run up in there and talk about, I think the house on fire. Now it's too goddamn late. The house done burnt to the ground.
Or at least get some water to put the fire out. Like, you shouldn't go into a burning house. And since that time, we're still fighting to go into that burning house. You look at your Negro leadership, every plan they has, it's either voting, building up an economy of America, or something like that. None of it is separation. And when we say separation, all of us work. We got what we call slaveries. We got things that we do economically to build it up. But our devotion goes to us. We build ourselves up, which is what every nation does. Now, when they lead us into white America, a cop shoots a brother, all we do is march because it feels good. But what justice do you get for it? When they, like I said, when they pulled them towers down, they went to war with Afghanistan. When they choked out Eric Garner, what did they do for Eric Garner? Nothing. Tamir Rice, nothing. George Floyd was a symbol. They had his knee on his neck, and that's the white man knee on our neck since we've been in America this whole goddamn time. And as long as you stay seduced, we're not going to get out of it. That's why it says, in their hearts, it heaps up wrath. And the seduction is you believing that God is all love. The seduction is you believing that your Christian leadership actually loves you. And they don't. Keep going.
They cry not when he blindeth them.
They say what?
They cry not when he blindeth them.
And even when it says they cry not when he blinded them, Al Sharpton don't cry when we get shot. T.D. Jakes, none of your leaders, Jesse Jackson, none of them cry when we get shot. They still march you to the same white man. They march you right down to Governor's Hall, go down and have a seat to the same white man for the same exact results. At best, after 500 years of this failed experiment called America, we should at least try something else. We should at least try segregation to see if we're not better. That's why we talk about HBCUs, historically black colleges. You know why they're historical? Because they haven't been built since segregation. But you know when they was built? In segregation. You know we had our greatest utopia? In segregation. I'll give you another one, that Negro League, that Jackie Robinson, he's just like Martin Luther King. Where it's not enough to hit a baseball in your own league. That's our own league. Y'all see all these stores. Imagine you got a baseball stadium. You know when you go to the baseball stadium, you're going to get hungry and you're going to want to eat. You know where you're going to eat? At the business in the baseball stadium. So now them black players that bring the fans to the baseball stadium are now patronizing the other black businesses surrounding it, just like they do Yankee Stadium. Yankee Stadium got those white businesses in the stadium and outside the stadium. And because y'all like the baseball players and you go, you patronize them. And then that funds the whole city. We lost that because Jackie Robinson wanted to hit the white baseball. And Ricky, and I believe his name is Ricky, that was the owner of the Yankees at the time, or the Brooklyn Dodgers at the time, you know what he said? We're going to take the best players from the Negro League. And if they complain, we're going to say, but y'all wanted to integrate. So as they took the best players out of the league is no more now. There is no cities.
Let nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it's worth something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? With them the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?